What day is it?
Today is Friday, one day out. I just had Alyssa from Protan come and do another base coat for me. So this is coat number 3. I did a coat on Wednesday night. She was nice enough to come and tan me last night, and then again this morning. And then tonight, I have one more coat at 4 p.m. Not rinsing these coats. Tomorrow morning we're going to do the top coat. So we're going to show you guys a little bit more details about the Protan process and kind of how I do it. So right now I just have to get some groceries and eat. And so far everything's going good. Had a good sleep last night, and we've just been chilling. It's been a fun time as always.
Perfect.
So yesterday.
Question. I left a backpack in an Uber.
You know, I didn't realize I looked this good yesterday until I'm seeing these now. I wish I saw these yesterday. You guys, still no luck on the missing purse and backpack. So our Uber driver has a nice Louis Vuitton purse, some nice cash prize money in there. He's got some MegaFit meals, a nice wolf.
He probably needed it more. At least he'll have my my patch in his bag.
He'll have some nice Versace sunglasses and marks, some Ray-Ban glasses. Everything happens for a reason. It's a learning lesson.
Just means I have to get new Versace glasses.
So we've got some energy drinks. Those are not mine. Some ground chicken, some Greek yogurts for Mark. We've got rice in here, more rice, chicken breast, asparagus, and then some egg whites. Just simple. I always keep my food the same show weekends and show day. I pretty much do the same thing, like egg whites for my first meal, then I do ground chicken breast for 2 meals, and I do chicken breast for 1 meal, and then egg whites for the last meal. So it's easy to have prepared. I cook it at home and then I freeze it and I bring it with me. But it's nice here, they actually have a competitor menu where they cook everything with no oils, no salt, and you can order pretty much anything that you need, like rice, chicken, salmon, anything really. And we have a microwave, which is always helpful. And of course I brought a rice cooker so I could cook my rice fresh in here. Our little rice cooker. Coffee maker, microwave, and that's pretty much all you need. You can just cook with your, like travel with your proteins already cooked, just so it's easier to make sure that you have that ready on hand. And when you cook your meats, you know there's no oils and stuff in it, because even I ordered chicken breast from here last night and it kind of was a bit oily, and I was like, not sure about this. I like washed it off to make sure that there's no oils, because when you're so close to show and you're used to eating, you know, a certain way, if there's extra sodium or there's extra oils in it, if they cook food with oils, it's a lot of extra calories that you're not accounting for. So you just want to be as precise as possible. So I think that bringing your own food is the easiest way to combat that and any potential disasters. And then fresh rice, just because one time I got deathly sick in Colombia, South America, traveling with rice, and it was
my boyfriend took care of me.
Yeah, my boyfriend took care of me, thank gosh, because I legitimately thought I was gonna die, and I almost was like, okay, like I'm done. Like, I was so sick. I've never been so sick in my life. It was horrible. It's a very glamorous breakfast. My glutes are pretty full. I'm really happy with how my glutes, my legs, my tie-ins look. Super happy with that yesterday and today. And my shoulders are still really full too. So it's not like anything is flat necessarily that we need to do like a crazy load or too much extra food. We're still gonna load with a decent amount of extra food, but not anything crazy. So probably no butter tarts today, but it's okay. We can have them after the show.
Yeah, so you know, loading is something that is based on the look, right? So
oh no, I don't mind with that. I was just gonna say, kind of something that like even I struggle with is like, we just had this conversation this morning. I'm used to doing loading the same thing kind of because it's kind of a routine thing that I look that way and I need to load a certain way. And then he was like, well, you're not really flat, so we don't really have to load you. But in my head, it's like, well, that's my ritual, my routine. So in my head, I'm almost like, well, no, I have to do this. And he's like, well, you don't have to because it's different this time. Right. So I think realizing that, you know, like if your body looks different, if you're extra flat, you might need more food. If you're not really flat, you might not need to load. Right. That's important to not just go with the ritual.
So back to what I was saying, is exactly what she just.
People are gonna say you're obnoxious.
She just said it's okay. It's the truth. I am obnoxious. So it's based on a look, right? And this morning check-in, her lines look sharper and her muscle bellies look full. Even with not a lot of carbohydrates, Jennifer has a lot of tissue. So, you know, it's the fine line. When people think that bikini is easy or bikini workouts are easy, you know, you try to nail this. It's just like splitting hair to not be too conditioned and not be too soft. All right. So right now, I think she has like the perfect look with some good sleep, some vitamin C, ester C. Thank you, Dorie and Hamilton. I think she'll be right on the money tomorrow. I feel very confident with that. But again, with the loading thing, it just depends on the look. You know, in Tampa, it was a different look. We loaded too much, and it wasn't necessary.
I don't think we loaded too much in Tampa. It was just that I wasn't lean enough.
Yeah, you weren't lean enough, so I don't think.
I think we peaked me perfectly in Tampa.
Yeah.
I just wasn't lean enough. It's not like I was by no means spilled over on stage.
Well, anyway, so for the Arnold, you know, every show is different, and you know, just to the viewers out there, just it's based on the look. You know, there's no set protocol on. Okay, well, it's peak week. This new terminology that all these people have created.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is not.
You know, that's when people fuck shit up. You know, the last week. So everything is working nice, and we like the look. We like where her weight is at, and you're gonna see.
Not super low.
You're gonna see Jennifer Dorie, and new champion of everything tomorrow.
Are ice cream sandwiches on the plan?
Yeah.
Black and that injection molded EVA and polyurethane.
Just checking out some
lots of cushion, providing tons of underfoot
Those are some
support,
old man shoes for the old man.
structure that you're looking
Comparing my bikini.
How sick are those?
Okay, you gotta calm down over there.
Those are sick.
That's sick though. Those are the ones.
Those are the ones, I think.
So what is this before and after sort of thing?
Oh, so I was just looking back at Nashville versus today and just comparing the difference in the bikini colors and all that kind of stuff. So we added the blue crystal onto this. I'm just thinking if it's going to be too blue on stage or the perfect combination of blue and purple. What do you think, Mariah?
I think it pops.
But this is an edit too, right? So it's hard to tell. Okay, so we have athlete meeting today at 5, but right now I gotta go get my next coat of Protean just before we have the athlete meeting. So we are off to go see the lovely Alyssa again with Protean and get that coat on, and then we'll just go straight to the athlete meeting from there. And then you guys are gonna see all that fun stuff, if you're allowed in, hopefully, and we'll see once we get our numbers, all that kind of stuff.
No, it's not. I like Sergio. I just like his physique. He's aesthetic. He's like you, big and aesthetic.
Yeah, he can pose.
And he can pose nice, yeah.
Well, you know, if he is in that kind of condition.
I heard Steve Kukl looks crazy too.
Yeah, singing this morning, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I love his
6
physique
pounds
too.
lighter
than Texas.
Yeah.
Judges are gonna have a migraine headache when it's over.
It's gonna be a tough one, and you know what?
Yeah.
Tyler's gonna work the shit out of him.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope they practice.
Because let me tell you, everybody has actually a chance. If you, I mean, when I say Max, you know,
Everyone has
say
a
you're
chance.
biased to Max. I say, well, 6 times I watch him compete.
He gets
Nobody
better.
blew him off the stage. Okay, if somebody beat him here and there, okay, but if he did everything right, Max finally mastered how to show the legs.
Okay.
You know, even to the last couple of shows.
here?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, God damn. Now he was posing like for 2 minutes, you know, legs are there, like, oh,
Yeah, good.
thank God.
Yeah.
But again, are they going to give him a chance?
That's the thing. Max is
Yeah.
dangerous as well.
Yeah, it could be.
Very dangerous,
If,
yeah.
if given a chance. Last year, when we talked about it,
Yes.
he got the one comparison. Not enough.
But there's
Yeah.
only 10 guys, or 9 guys. Now.
That's what I'm thinking.
or 10.
10,
Yeah.
10.
10 exactly.
So everybody made top 10.
Yeah. 10 guys. So he's
Yeah.
going to get compared.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
What's up, you guys? So we just finished at the athlete meeting. It was super confidential. We weren't allowed to film anything or be in there. It was really short. Arnold wasn't there this time. It was just kind of a run through of the rules and the qualifications along with this. And then just take your number and go. So I am lucky number 3. So I'll be number 3 on stage tomorrow, and I'm excited. Like less than 12 hours now, maybe? No, not quite. A little bit more than that. It's 5:43, so we still have some time. So we're gonna go head over to our last coat of tan tonight, get back to the room, we're gonna eat, rest, chill, and go to sleep very, very early because tomorrow is an early rise for us. 5 a.m. We'll see you guys bright and early, rise and shine.
No, I don't get hugs like that.
Do you see this face?
What's wrong with my
Do you
face?
see this face? No.
Oh,
Do you know who this
I know
is?
he's pretty, but I'm
Do you,
pretty too.
do you know
He's
who
pretty
this
too.
is?
He's one of the prettier bodybuilders.
I mean, gorgeous.
I told him, I interviewed him, like, Nick, keep the hair, man. You got nice hair.
Oh, then the buzz cut.
You got nice
I
hair.
like the hair.
You like your hair,
And
right?
then
Yeah.
you go with your little
Sure,
gel.
Don't
yeah.
you like it better?
I do.
Yeah.
I look younger. More
More
stubbier.
handsome. Yeah.
More handsome. Can he get any more handsome? Bye, Gabs.
And he's more shredded
Yeah.
than New York.
Him.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good show, man.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm Alyssa. I work for ProTan. I'm the brand coordinator, so I work with the corporate company. I also spray tan with all of our teams, manage some shows around the country, and we are here at the 2021 Arnold Classic, off-site taking care of a lot of our pros that are ride or die pro tan.
Future Miss Olympia and future Mr. Olympia.
That's so
heard it
funny.
here first.
You guys have never really met each other before? No?
They haven't. They
No?
Me and him have, but I
Yeah.
don't think we have.
You always just
Probably
think
just, like,
that,
seen in passing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know who loves you, bro? Jay.
Jay Cut, yeah. We FaceTimed the other day. It was cool.
He told me, yeah. Because, you know, he's like, Nick reminds me of me when I was younger because he was focused. He's focused. He's young, he's focused, and he works his ass off. You know what I mean?
I treat prep like it's,
Yeah.
you know,
It's your job.
I eat at the same time, I train at the same
Yeah.
time, get up, go to bed at the same time. Like, there's nothing. Matt's like, bro, you can go outside. It's okay. I'm like, nah, man.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't feel like packing food, man. I'm
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Watch Netflix,
Yeah.
you know, I'm good.
Yeah, if you have your formula, man, and it works for you and you're happy,
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
Behind the scenes. Okay, so it's 7:30, taking the one, the only Sleep HD because we have a really early morning tomorrow and I want to make sure I get good restful sleep and not waking up feeling groggy. So I'm going to take 3 caps of this. Once it starts to hit me, I can get to bed in the next, ideally 2 hours max, hour and a half, we'll see. We're just gonna eat another meal right now. This is my 4th meal, so usually I do 5 meals a day. So I have this meal and then one last meal. This will probably be my last meal with carbs in it. Like I was saying earlier, I'm not really gonna load too much for this show just because I don't think I need to come in really full here. For me, I have really round muscles. My glutes are really round and my shoulders are really round and I look full even if I'm flat. So for me, the conditioning aspect I think is gonna be more important to win this show versus being full. So I'm actually pretty, it's strange because I'm like leaner than what I was at Nashville and Tampa by like a long stretch, but I'm still holding on to that fullness, probably because I had that week of, you know, eating back to normal calories after Nashville, and I think that that just helped my body replenish all the glycogen stores, really fill out and hold on to that. Yesterday we did higher carbs. I dropped weight this morning. Today we're gonna do a little bit higher carbs, but probably no butter tart, sadly. But it's okay because I can wait till tomorrow for the butter tarts. And I think that my goal here is just to keep conditioning as much as possible. Like I said, keep my waist as tight as possible. This one is a Santa Fe steak and it smells incredible. Like seriously just smells so good. If you guys have not tried MegaFit, I don't know what to tell you, you're missing out on life. Their Santa Fe steak is really good. Shrimp stir fry is hands down one of my favorites. Their little cookie dough bites, oh my goodness, so good. We have, thankfully they were kind enough to ship them to us to our hotel, so post show, I know we have Olympia in 2 weeks, but I'm probably gonna have a cookie dough bite post show. And we might have something clean post show. We'll see tomorrow how it goes. And I mentioned this in the last video, but I always bring my exact same salts grinder just because the grinds are different with different salts. So I keep it consistent. Like I use the same salts the entire prep and then I bring it with me when I travel everywhere just so it's consistent. I bring my same food scale from home. In the bathroom I have my like human scale to weigh myself for consistency. I brought my ring light here for check-ins, and it's just important to be prepared with those things because if you're not having your scale, you don't really know how to judge necessarily. Of course, it's going off of how you look, but the scale is a great tool to see, you know, are you filling out properly? Are you still flat? You know, are you gaining weight with your carb ups? Are you losing weight with your carb ups? Do you need to eat more? Do you need to eat less? So I think it's a good idea, if you're really in tune with your body and kind of how you look at certain weights, to use the scale in this particular situation, to kind of see how much food you need to eat. That's what I do. At least I know there's kind of a certain weight that I need to hit, and if I, you know, do a high carb day and I drop 2 pounds, then my body can handle that food and I can do another higher day. If I do a high carb day and I gain 2 pounds, then I probably should pull back a little bit. So that's a good indicator of, you know, just seeing where your body fluctuates with different foods. So if you're competing, bring your same scale, because different scales, different variables, and there's probably gonna be a bit of variance in between your scales. So bring your same scales, same salt shakers. Just try and keep everything as consistent as possible. Keep everything the exact same. Measure your water intake, bring all your same supplements, all that kind of stuff. So if you watch the Nashville video, you know what we're talking about with the crumble cookies. If you didn't, go watch Nashville show day vlog and skip to the end, or just watch the whole thing, and then you'll see the crumble cookies I was talking about. So this week they have these amazing flavors. Cornbread, I love this one. It's a cornbread cookie, and what else is on it? It's like a gritty texture, and they have like a honey buttercream on top with like honey drizzled on top. It's amazing. So I have my suit here that I'm gonna be wearing tomorrow. My backup suit is in there as well. I have my jewelry, and I already tried it on because I had a couple new pieces to see which I'm gonna wear. So these are my earrings, these 2 bracelets that I have, and then I have this ring. My Backstage bag, I just actually packed that right now. I have my competitor number, and then I have some lip gloss, lipsticks that I like to use in here, just as extras to have on hand. So these ones are V Cosmetics, V She. This one is a lip gloss, and this is the Toffee, the liquid lipstick. So whenever V does my makeup, we always use Toffee liquid lipstick, and then this is her gloss that we put on top. And then I just have a similar gloss that I'll throw on top. So once you find like the color that works for you, it's just best to get extra so you have it with you. And then I have my competitor badge, my hairspray, some root touch-up in case my roots need to be touched up. I've got my hair pick to fluff up my hair. I have my robe to wear tomorrow. Some more lipstick, lip gloss, and that was actually my old room card from Nashville, so I'm gonna switch that out. So I always try and pack that the night before. If you can do that, it's gonna save you a lot of stress the morning of trying to run around and pack, because the morning is always busy and running around. 5 a.m. wake up call. I'm gonna do my hair. We're gonna head to CV at 6 a.m. Straight from there, walk over to tan to get my final top coat of tan on with Pro Tan, and then we're gonna run back here, get my suit on, put the jewelry on, and run through some final touches of posing and pics for you guys so we can have a little sneak peek. And then we're gonna head over to walk over around 8:15, 8:30. I think we have to be backstage at 8:30, so it's an early show tomorrow. Yes. Quick little check. Check-in time, and it's show day. So we just got up. I've been up since about 5:15, 5:28 a.m. Super early, but it's game day, so I'm excited, and we are gonna do a quick check-in right now, see how things are looking. I feel like I'm super like lean, super tight right now. My legs, my waist, everything, which is perfect. Like I said yesterday, we weren't gonna overload me with a lot of food, so usually I would go to bed being a lot fuller, like in my stomach and muscle-wise fuller. So last night was definitely a little bit strange, going to bed being like kind of hungry still and not feeling like I was like bursting full. But I do think that it paid off. So we'll see today if that was a good trick and strategy for this show for us.
This section is nice and tight. Yeah, you're fucking on the money.
I'm still, even like me flat right now is still full muscle wise, you know, like I still, my glutes are still round, my tines are still sharp, my shoulders are still round, everything is there, but my waist is tight. So
I think the big difference today was the waist and your legs are a little bit sharper too.
Alright.
So this is how I refresh my hair in the morning. I literally just use a spray bottle with water. That's my alarm. And then I just wet down my hair, and that way it refreshes my natural curl pattern, and any product that's already in my hair, it just refreshes it, and then it'll air dry while I'm doing makeup, and then we'll come back and touch it up and finish styling it. Okay, we're right on time. We have to figure out how to get out of here. Elevators.
Around, yeah.
I think this way. And we're right on time, so we have to go back to where Tan was yesterday.
How are you? Good. Did you sleep well?
Not so well.
You're like waking up. What time is it?
That is some.
That's Alyssa's old school ice pack. But I mean,
I thought it was someone's sock.
Yeah.
it did look like somebody's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's extra large.
Funniest thing, so yesterday I took off my socks in there, and they're like little like baby socks with, you know, like woman's feet. Yeah. And I had it sitting there. She's like, I'm gonna give you your socks just so someone doesn't pick it up and think it's like a sock to wear.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Good luck.
Back there. And then whatever you're not using, I put together a bag for Brina.
Okay.
Because
And
she
if
knows how to
anyone
touch
else
up really
needs
well.
it, I'll come out.
Yeah, I said Brina and Jen.
I love you. The Irish pop.
That was awesome.
Did my dress fly out?
That was great.
8:21. 9 minutes. So cute.
There's a dial on the side.
You don't like when you have to sit on the floor?
No. This is much nicer. We all have our own mirrors. We have like our little personal dressing room. We have our mirrors all over here, so there's enough for everyone to have a mirror. And it's like carpeted, it's comfy. It's great. So we were saying how I'm eating raisins and rice backstage because we decided not to do the butter tart the night before, the morning up, just because that way it's easier to digest, and raisins are really easy carb source, just quick sugars, carbs to get in, and it's very low volume. So raisins are really small, obviously, but they're high in carbs. So I can eat like a little pack of these raisins for the same amount of carbs as like a cup of rice, for example. So when I'm going on stage, obviously, stomach volume, we want to keep our waist as tiny as possible. So the less food in your stomach, the easier it is to keep your waist tight and hit your poses with that like super thin waist. So we just decided rice in the morning with some raisins, and then closer to I'll have some more raisins just as to pump up with backstage. So no butter tarts, just because I find it's hard to time the butter tarts, that right as I eat it, the sugars would make me look great and I'd get a little bit more vascular, get a good pump, but then like 30 minutes later, so I would kind of feel a little bit bloated from it. So just to prevent that happening on stage, or just my blood sugar dropping on stage, we're just going to keep it with foods that we know my body responds well to.
Boom. Show the raisins. Don't they remind you of being a kid?
Of course. Honestly, raisins are underrated. They're so good. We just went to the stage. The stage looks amazing. But they do have still a podium. They had it in 2019 when I did it to walk on, and it's about like this wide and like lengthy. So we just, when we're posing, we have to pose on that podium. So there's no walk to the back or anything like that for our routines. It's just going to be front and back and turn back around. So that's just change in plans for the routine. We're just going to figure that out quick. Because I'm thinking,
We don't want any in down. No. We didn't have any fatalities. No. I'm surprised they were having body obviously all off of that thing. Especially when people like
So I feel almost like I'm not supposed to, but in my head I looked at Tyler and he said to me like, if you do that on the front pose, so the whole time I'm thinking don't do that.
The reason why is because your shoulder popped when you were in this pose.
Yeah, that's and where they don't want to see an X, they want to see an S. Because he's like, we don't want to see both lats and shoulders like this. We want to see relaxed.
I mean, I'm going to sound biased, but by the way things went in the prejudging, the way they were moving her around, and based on her physique compared to the two other girls, I feel like she was the most complete. She was her personal best, especially with her presentation. And I mean, condition top to bottom was spot on. Muscularity was spot on. And again, she was a lot more confident with her posing and presentation. So she ended the prejudging in the middle, and that's usually a good sign. But you know, we'll see how things wrap up in the finals. But I have a good feeling that it's going to be a good evening for her and us.
Is this Jennifer Dorie's best look yet?
In my personal opinion, yes.
What's up, guys? So we are waiting to head back for finals tonight. Finals starts at 7 p.m. tonight, so we have about an hour and a bit. Bikini probably on in a couple of hours still, so it'll be kind of a late show for us. But so far, prejudging this morning went very well. I was in the first call-outs, and then they did a final confirmation round of top 3. So it looks like top 3, but again, we never know until finals, so we will see what happens tonight. Fingers crossed for that top spot, but if not, we just keep working, and we have the Olympia 2 weeks later. So regardless, there's improvements to be made. I know what I need to work on, but overall, super happy with the package that I brought today. Much improved from my previous shows. Probably the best, I would say. I think my legs and my lower half has looked conditioning-wise, fullness-wise. And I think our strategy of coming in flat here paid off well when I was comparing next to the other girls. Conditioning was more of a factor here than fullness, so I think that definitely was a good plan here. Paid off. It was a good risk to take, and yeah, we'll see. I think that it just comes down to what the judges like, because I think there's a case for each girl in that top 3 winning. It was Issa, myself, and Laura Lee. So when you have people of that caliber, it's like splitting hairs. Everyone looks incredible. So until then, we just keep our fingers crossed and we wait for finals.
555. Last time Jen checked the
It was 333, 222. Every time I check the clock, it's always triple numbers, and I don't check it on purpose. I'll just randomly pick up my phone and click the time, and then it's a triple number. So it's just it's my angel numbers, my special numbers. So much comfier to wear comfy slippers and socks backstage.
Why are you so official?
Because they need help wrangling the bodybuilders. And they'll listen to me.
No way.
Yeah, right? Do you see?
Left her iced coffee.
Have you ever worked
I
an
know.
event before?
I've shit because of it.
Have you worked an event before like this, backstage?
This is my first bodybuilding show ever.
Yeah. They set you up, they got you the headpiece, they put this thing.
If you know how organized she is, she can handle this no problem.
But
so.
she literally does everything and then she just pops up here.
I know.
It's game time.
I'm honestly so nervous right now. I'm sweating. I don't know if you can see it, but I feel like I'm sweating my tan off.
Shit.
And usually for finals, it's the nerves are gone for, the nerves are gone for actually doing my routine, because we've already stepped on stage. So I'm I feel like this show, actually, I was saying to Mark, I honestly was not really, we'll just wait here I honestly was not really nervous this show, just because I didn't tell myself it was the Arnold. I told myself it was just another show that I was doing, and that way I wasn't psyching myself out to be it's the Arnold or it's the Olympia. It's important, it's a big show. And I didn't really think about any pressure or expectations on me going into the show. Of course, my goal going to the show is to win it. I don't expect to win, and I don't have that pressure put on myself, just because I just simply wanted to show up with an improved package. And I think it was kind of a good thing for me to do Tampa and then do Nashville and then come here, because I just felt like it was just another show until after, at this point now I feel like it's not just another show, because obviously it's an important show and it's a huge title to win. It's a huge victory if you do win that. So we will see what happens tonight, but I pretty much just told myself it's just another show. It's just a pro show. You're just going on stage, don't think about it. But now the nerves are kicking in, because I'm nervous for finals, because I genuinely do not know what's going to happen. In the prejudging first call-out, they had 4 of us, and me and Issa were splitting center the whole time. And then they brought 3 of us back out, and they moved us all around to the center. So we all had a chance in the center, so it really could go either way for either one of the 3 of us there, and I think that there's arguments for each one of us for who could win, so we kind of just have to wait and see. And I was just telling Mariah, she's like, well, that's what makes it fun. I'm like, yeah, for you guys, not for us on stage, because I mean, I guess it's a genuine reaction on stage, but it's, you know, it's hard to contain your emotion on stage when it's such a surprise reaction, whether you win or whether you lose or you get disappointed or whether you're excited and surprised or something. So it's just a little bit nerve-wracking for a title like this when you don't know what's going to happen, because I genuinely don't know. I could be first, I could be second, I could be third. Hopefully it's first, but I honestly don't know, so we will see.
What would winning the Arnolds mean to you?
I don't even think I could put it into words, just because it's something that I used to watch the live stream, you know, I used to dream of being up on the stage, so to even be here for me is just a dream come true. To have that title is like, I don't even know how to put that into words, but it would just be, one, just a huge victory for me, and like just show that perseverance and hard work always pays off, because I mean, anyone who's followed my journey, you know, I've always stayed consistent, I always show up, I keep improving, and I do it with a smile on my face. So just, I think it would be a good testament to persevering and always showing up, improving, and not letting anything get you down. So.
Here with the champ, Jennifer Dorie takes it all here at the Arnold. Not a lot of big surprise here, a great competition. But you as the runner-up at the Olympia last year kind of put it in motion. You were the favorite coming in, and you delivered.
I guess I did. I'm just shocked to be up here, but I think it just goes to show, you know, you put one foot in front of the other every day, and eventually you'll look back and be in awe of how far you came. Just keep going and don't give up. It's definitely feeling really good, and, you know, I welcome the competition. I'll be bringing my best for sure, so.
Well, we will see you on the Olympia stage, but this time as the Arnold Classic champion. Jennifer Dorie, congratulations, you're Arnold Classic Bikini champion.
Holy shit!
I can't stop.
Like, what? We're gonna see Jennifer Dorie come out here now. Oh my God, we love you, Jen. We're so proud of you.
Unbelievably proud.
Like,
curly girls. Like,
curly girls.
How's it feel?
I'm sorry, sir, do you have a badge?
Incredible. No words. It's just, I can't believe it. It didn't hit me yet.
When they called your name, what did you think?
Honestly, I was trying to hold back tears at the beginning, but as they were calling through 5th, 4th, 3rd, in my head I was just like, you can do it, Jen, you can do it, you can do it. And when they were calling 2nd place, that long pause there, Bob likes to do that to us, I was like, Jen, you can do it. And then they called us, and I was like, oh shit, I did it. So it was an incredible feeling. It was just something that, like, so much emotion overwhelms you. Gratitude, tears, joy, and all kinds of things. I'm proud of you.
Did it.
I'm just going to go there.
Yeah, and last year, 2-time champion. He wasn't.
So I said, when I was standing on stage, I genuinely didn't know where I was going to be 3rd, 2nd, 1st, and even if I had have ended in the middle, I'm just hard on myself, and like, I don't know why I'm just like that. So I honestly didn't know where I was, and I was standing there, and they called out 6th, they called out 5th, they called out 4th. And then for 3rd, in my head, I was saying, please don't call me for 3rd, please don't call me for 3rd. Then I said, no, rephrase that, Jen. And I said, I'm not 3rd, I can do this. I'm not 3rd, I can do this. And then they called Laura Lee for 3rd. Congratulations to Laura Lee, our fellow HG muscle athlete. And then Bob always likes to pause and scare us for 2nd place. And then they said, and 2nd place, in my head, I'm like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And they called Issa, in my head, I'm like, I did it. When they called my name for 1st. And it was just like, I don't know how to explain the feeling. It was just like I just wanted to bawl my eyes out on stage, because I know how hard I worked to get there. I know what it meant to me to win this, and, you know, just like the changes I made this year with people around me and things like that, and just the support that I have from the people that I do have around me is just incredible. So to have that win up there was just incredible, especially after, you know, Tampa didn't go my way this year. And that was my original qualifying show, and I did feel pretty defeated after that show. as much as I took it as a learning experience, I wasn't upset. I just felt kind of defeated from that, and it was a little bit hard mentally to come back from. I did Nashville, I redeemed myself there, but here I still didn't feel 100% confident because I knew in Tampa, for example, like Issa had beat me there, and I wasn't at 100%, but it was still hard to come back from. So getting that win here just solidified to me that I can do it. You know, I'm worthy of this title and the Olympia title, and I'm just going to keep working hard to get there. And we have 2 weeks. I know I can do it. I just have to bring my absolute best, keep working hard, and keep believing in myself and telling myself I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. What's up, guys? Your 2021 Bikini International champ. I can't believe we did it. Super happy, super excited, but it still hasn't really sunk in just yet. We just got back from some of our FBF teammates. We went to go eat, just had some steak and little pickings of things here and there, mainly just steak, and got to see all my girls over there, which was super nice. We had a lot of fun, and just the support with them is incredible. So we're back in the room, chilling, trying to stay warm, packing up for tomorrow, and game planning for the Olympia, which is in 2 weeks. So we're gonna be heading to Orlando in 1 week, and of course taking you guys along with us. You guys can be there for every part, every step of the way throughout the peak week. Lots of content next week and the following week to come, since Mariah is gonna be with me. So we're gonna have lots of stuff coming your way. If there's stuff that you guys wanna see specifically, feel free to drop a comment below and let us know. That way we can make sure that we're getting you guys all the content that you want specifically. But for now, we're gonna hit the hay because it's late. It's 2:20 right now, so it's been a really long day. And
wait, it's about to be 2:22.
Should I wait a second?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten around to getting back to all my messages and all that, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow, and then have a bunch of thank yous to send out. But thank you guys for following along. Thank you guys for tuning in, all the support, all the love, the encouragement, and we're not done yet. We got 1 out of 2 done so far, and 1 more to go.